Welcome back again today, friends, for my large family grocery shopping haul. I have a big order from Azure Standard. I also went into my John Henry General store for just a few minutes. They were getting ready to close. I'll tell you the whole tale. I did get a few things from them though, and I plan to go back in the morning. So many farm updates for you also. So we thought we were going outside to get a little fresh air out on the farm this morning, let the kids have playtime, run around in the fresh air, all those good things. And we ended up having 7 new baby piglets be born on our little farm today. That is so exciting. So this is the second time that our Cooney female has had a litter of pigs. The first litter she had 3 and lost 1 early on. She rolled on it. Pig problems, it happens. Today she had 7. All are doing well, nursing well, and I'll have some cute pig pictures coming for you here. So lots of fun pig and farming things happen on the homestead. Also, another fun adventure that's going on. So we used the incubator several times last year. I have our little hatching date, and this is just with the wet erase marker. We got these going around May 15th, and they should hatch around June 15th. Now, what's special about these are the American breast chickens, and you can see this is the farm I mail ordered them from, not sponsored, but anyway, that's their information. And so this breed of chicken is very, very hard. It's hard to get a hold of. So a friend of mine, she ordered hatching eggs last summer, and she just hatched her some. And so she reminded me of that, let me know about this farm. I was able to order them and I got them back very quickly. So I'm also gonna raise up a flock of American breast chickens here on our little homestead. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna intermingle them with my main flock or just keep them totally separate. When we do our butchering in July of our first load of meat birds that we're also raising, we got 75 of those going now. I don't plan to butcher any of these then, but maybe when we do our second round of butchering later in the fall, like let's just say, I don't know, we hatch 16 roosters or whatever the numbers end up being, there's a possibility that some of these may get butchered this fall. For the most part, I want to raise them all out and raise them dual purpose, of course, for eggs and for meat. And maybe next year I won't have to order any broiler type chickens to raise and butcher for our meat birds. I also butcher the regular old kind of chickens. Hey, it's large family groceries, so we're talking about all of it. And today I got a bunch more plants planted in the garden, so let me go show you those now, and then we'll get into the details of this grocery haul. But hey, it's future groceries, right? This is food that we're raising here on our little place, food that we're gonna be eating. Lots of exciting things are happening. So I know I've been getting out lots of gardening videos for you all because that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of gardening. It's been so great to come out here basically every afternoon when we are done with school. I'm back out here in the garden for 1, 2, 3 hours. Like tonight I had to go pick up the Azure order, but besides that, I would have still been out here working. But this afternoon, besides school and the pigs and Azure and life, in between the pigs and Azure, I was out here. So we got the peppers that we had so far. This is 4 rows, and it's a variety of bell pepper types. There's, let's see, I think Big Bertha peppers are in here. There's some coral peppers in here. Nice variety, lots of colors. So our very first things have started to be planted in this garden. I think I've showed you where I was working on these tomatoes already. So it's only day 2 here. And so these first 2 rows are all paste tomatoes, basically Romas, which are determinate, so they're not going to vine out. They're only going to set a certain amount of fruit, and then they'll be done. And then this whole row is mainly, I went with the varieties they had. This is called Mountain Fresh. These are also determinate, so I'll use tomato cages with these pretty much, or stake them, and they go all the way up. I think I counted, it's 60 tomato plants so far. I have some more determinate tomatoes up there that I'm going to plant. I'm sorry, indeterminate. Those are the kind that vine and just keep giving you fruit all season. I'm going to do more paste tomatoes, but more indeterminate tomatoes in here as well. And I'm thinking all my thoughts for what's going up there. So exciting things are happening. Also today on the arches, like I say, future groceries. So I got spaghetti squash planted right here going up this first arch, and then there's spaghetti squash on the second one, and then we started with butternut squash here. I know that tower, my green stalk there is crooked. We're going to work with that. So anyway, there it is. It's crooked. Yay, everybody note that. Okay. So butternut squash here, butternut squash on either side here. Last evening, I got various pole beans and sugar snap peas on those trellises, and a lot of other bush beans and things going. But then the other big thing I got done today was in this raised bed, I did a bunch of acorn squash, and it's a bush variety, and there's a few little cucumbers also. I had like one pack that was in with my tomatoes that I didn't know was there, so I just kind of set them around, and we'll do more cucumber things later. But anyway, we got acorn squash here, and I was today years old, right, when I realized that the zucchini seeds and the squash seeds that I bought are bush plants. Now remember last year being a little confused when my squash and zucchini grew because they were bushes. I don't know why that confused me. I thought they vined, but they did not. And the ones I have do not. Maybe they're all like that. I just for some reason thought that squash and zucchini vined, but that's okay. So now I know. So in a lot in these other raised beds, I have squash and zucchini plants with them. Like I said, I did bush beans up here last night. I also want to intercrop plant other plants within, like these tomatoes as an example. I'm going to first make myself get this thing mostly planted out, and then we'll come back and we'll do other layers. I'm thinking that, you know, at least lettuce could be planted at the base of these tomato plants. I know that bush beans can be planted. Also, the squash and the zucchini could be planted. There's options here. So I do plan to do a lot of that as things progress. So now that we have the garden updates, I will take you in and show you exactly what I got in this Azure haul and exactly what I picked up at John Henry. So in my Azure haul, I have one big, like the most expensive thing is missing, and I got charged for it. But the thing is with Azure, if that ever happens, you don't have to worry. You just call them and they refund it or credit it. It all works out in the end. But I was sad. I was like, where did that go? I actually had two things I thought I was missing, but we found one of them. One was 12 pounds of honey, but that was in a box. Then the other thing was 34 pounds. It's $189 worth of organic, pure and holy chocolate chips. Okay, so they're gone. Or they didn't come, or they're on the wrong truck, or whatever. So tomorrow I will call them and those things will work out. Also, my local John Henry General Store only had like 4 minutes left by the time that we got there. That's okay, but we did grab these plants that I'll show you, and I am going to go back there tomorrow. They do currently have a fantastic strawberry deal, so I'm going to take you with me, and we're going to stock up on strawberries. Well, I'll start with what I got at John Henry. So I got several packs. This is the Cherokee Purple, and this is an heirloom tomato. It's also indeterminate, so we will get those planted here in the coming days. I think I got 5 packs of those, which each one has 6 plants. I only got one thing of sweet peppers. This is called Cherokee Green. I think I got 2 packs of those. This is Kellogg's Breakfast Tomato, also indeterminate. So that was another Amish paste tomato. I had kids come in here talking to me and I lost my tomato train of thought. Okay, I showed you Amish paste. Oh, and then these are yet more Cherokee purple. So I will definitely be doing more gardening videos and show you those in detail as we get them in. And this was the other pack of Amish paste tomatoes. Now they don't look so happy, but I'm hoping that they will get happy when I plant them. And I hope that they live a nice life. And now this Amish paste is saying indeterminate. The Amish paste, oh, you know what it is? The paste tomatoes I planted yesterday were not Amish paste tomatoes. So the Amish paste are indeterminate. Awesome, exciting. Okay, I like that. Anyway, marigolds. Lots of marigolds to go around, lots of fun. So this is my little John Henry haul for today, but I'm going to take you in coming up in this video. And so then that brings us to the azure haul and all the azure things. That's some Mother's Day flowers, some azure excitement going on. So it's been a while since I've gotten these. This is the Nancy's Probiotic Cottage Cheese, and this is the Nancy's Probiotic Sour Cream, and then this is the Nancy's Probiotic Greek Yogurt, and then this is the Nancy's Probiotic Cream Cheese, and then also the Nancy's Probiotic. This is low-fat cottage. Doing Trim Healthy Mama, if I am eating an E-meal, I might have this low-fat cottage cheese with it. And if I'm having an S meal, I will have the full-fat cottage cheese with it. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, then don't worry about it. Now, I got a big case of sweet potatoes. This is, yeah, a 20-pound box. But I know my John Henry General Store, which is local to me, but I do have viewers that come from all over to go to it. They've told me that they've had visitors at their store from New York State and other out-of-state locations because I've mentioned them. But I love that store, and it's local to me. That and Sharp Shopper, and I'm good. John Henry General Store, Sharp Shopper, and some Azure grocery hauls. We can do it. Anyway, they currently have 40 pounds of sweet potatoes for $20. I know, it's just unbelievable. But we'll be happy with these Azure sweet potatoes. I'm gonna resist the John Henry sweet potato deals tomorrow, but we are going to get the strawberry hookup. We sure are. And this is, I know, the biggest thing of dish soap we've probably ever seen, right? I know, but it says hand nourishing formula, effectively cuts through cooking grease. I want to see if I can use this to refill our kitchen soaps. You know, I'm just trying. I'm trying to continue to cut back, learn new things, try new things. This is the 5-gallon pail. I don't know how long it'll last. It does have, so Travis will have to help me. There's this little nozzle. And there's this situation. I don't know what is supposed to happen here, but we will have Mr. Travis help us figure it out and just see, because right now I have the giant thing of, you know, major name brand dish soap that we're working through. It's so hard to do it all, but I'm just continuing to look for little manageable things that Mama can do. And so they pack everything nicely in these various boxes. And of course, I will reuse these boxes in my garden. Hello, pumpkin patch. Okay, oh yes, exciting things in here. So I got the mozzarella, which is always nice, great for doing freezer meals. So that is good. And then I am Pomona's pectin rich. Like if we have a bartering economy that happens and Pomona pectin is a hot commodity, I've got some here, okay? I believe each of these are 1 pound. Yeah, so I got 4 1-pound bags of Pomona's pectin. And it has the little calcium packs in there and the directions. If you're not sure what that is, it's just all kinds of preserving. And instead of buying the little boxes of Pomona's, but I don't know. Well, here's what I do know. I know that when I can, you know that when I can, right? Super Mega Mama canning. And I roll through the supplies so quickly. I have not done any major canning, probably in 8 weeks or so. Maybe, is it 12? It's been a bit, but it's a coming. I feel it in my bones. So this Pomona's pectin, what's great for it is, it says jams, jellies, preserves, marmalades, and more. But it's for low sugar or no sugar canning and alternative sweeteners such as honey or just whatever it is you want to use. So we're going to roll through this. Okay, and then, boy, those are beautiful marigolds. Good job, marigold. Very nice. Okay, so then both of these boxes are, this is another thing that I eat, that I have several family members who eat. It's the Ezekiel bread English muffins, and so I got 12 of these packs total. We could go through 2 or 3 packs in a week. It's a thing. Anyway, I got 12 of these, so 2 cases of 6. And then this box is the other 6. And this is what the other thing I thought it was. Oh no, it's not. No, never mind. This is my potatoes. Okay. Okay, so hey, look, I got a really big box of organic potatoes. It's the frozen diced potatoes. It's 20 pounds. And this is my first time getting honey from Azure. This was the other thing I could not find. I did not know if I had lost it or not. So this is 12 pounds of pure raw clover honey. So very nice. And then this is, I think I thought when I was ordering this, I was getting the larger containers. I must have ordered the small ones, but this will be a novelty item. So it says 56 billion live probiotics. It's cultured milk, strawberry flavor, and I know I have some kiddos who will really enjoy this. I'm even sampling one right now. No complaints, very nice. And so some of you may have been around in 2020 when I learned to do the food storage buckets. You see I have some there. And actually those 2 red buckets are buckets that I made in 2020. And so here we are 3 years later. I work on rotating different buckets through, like those buckets over there. I have some items here on this table that we will use to refill those buckets. These days I don't pack all my buckets in Mylar with the oxygen absorbers if it's items that I'm used to rotating through a little more quickly, like the organic cane sugar that we get from Azure that's in those 2 with the red lids there. It has all been a good learning process for me. I do like to rotate through different buckets that are packed in Mylar to make sure that I did it right and things sealed well. And the process worked. Of course, many of those buckets I want to rotate through over the years, but keep them for long-term food storage as an example. But there are many buckets we work through rotating. So here, so one of these broke open. I think this is it. So this is kidney beans, 25 pounds, and this broke, just, it fell and things happen. This is their 13 bean soup mix. It's got green split peas, black beans, lentils, pinto beans, small red beans, yellow split peas, light red kidney beans, small white beans, baby lima beans, black-eyed beans, red lentils, and large lima beans, and so many good things. This is a 25-pound bag of navy beans. This is a 50-pound bag of hard white wheat, 25-pound bag of pinto beans, 25-pound bag of long grain white rice, a 25-pound bag of green split peas. Here it's upside down, but this is green lentils, and then a 25-pound bag of brown lentils. Now up here I got 100 pounds of cane sugar, and that's because in these buckets I get about 25 pounds in each bucket. And this is their organic cane sugar. And then I also got a 50-pound bag of soft white wheat. And then I've got 2 25-pound bags of all-purpose flour. So this is my Azure haul for today. We are going to work on putting away many of these things. And next up, I will take you shopping with me at the John Henry General Store, and we'll see what we can find. But I know there's strawberries there, so that's good. All right, friends, I'm out on the loose by myself. We are heading to the John Henry General Store. Now, I'm seeing that they have 40-pound banana boxes today for $9.99. A tray of mangoes on sale for $1.99. They have flats of strawberries for $9.99. That's several pounds worth. And hanging baskets are 50% off. So let's go do some things at John Henry. Now, this is a local store to me here in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. I do have viewers, though, that do stop by the John Henry General Store now that I've shared these deals online. So please take a road trip, visit them. They're lots of fun. Also in your area, be sure to check out your local farmers markets and also your farmstead stores that have these kind of deals available. Okay, we're gonna visit the plants first. This is part of the groceries, right? Lots of good tomato plants we need. Also, little tomatoes. But look, they got Mortgage Lifter, they got Big Boy, and then these are, we got Old German. I got 2 more things of peppers. Well, I'm about to get them. I'm about to be the proud owner of these additional tomatoes. Okay, these are going home with us.
I'm not going to put these in.
And they have mango trays. The mango trays were $5.99 a tray. Organic mangoes, though. I got 5 trays. Okay, beautiful succulents. The kitchen windows need more. We shall resist today. We are on the hunt for the banana and the strawberry deals, but we will enjoy the cactuses too. So we have blackberries for $1.99 a pack, so I'm going to get a whole box of those. Pears are $1.99 a bag. I should get some of those. And then the strawberries, these are probably 2-pound boxes. We got cherry tomatoes for 99 cents a pack. Okay, we're gonna get this and a 40-pound box of bananas for $9.99. Okay, so here's our John Henry General Store haul going home with us now. Well, we've been back for a while. It's much later in the day. It's actually bedtime. What am I saying? I am finally able, hello mom life, finally able to show you what I got at the John Henry General Store this afternoon. We had a birthday party this afternoon and another appointment, and I watered all the plants real well. Lots of home life stuff, but here we are. Hey, let's look at these mangoes. Okay, so I did end up being right. I know I showed you, or I told you about the sign there that said $5.99 a tray, which was still a great price. I mean, look at all these mangoes. Totally worth $5.99 a tray for organic mangoes. However, they did have a special going on, and whenever they rung up, the mangoes were $1.99 a tray. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so I spent a little less than $10 on all these mangoes. Now, my kids absolutely love freeze-dried mangoes. Tobin, my now 2-year-old, mangoes. Mangoes are his favorite thing in this whole wide world. So what my plan is with these mangoes for our less than $10 investment is I'm going to chop all of these up and we're going to run them through the Harvest Right freeze dryer. I've done freeze-dried mangoes multiple times over the past year, and I think, let me look. Yeah, we're out. I'm like, it was time. It's time for a mango refill. They will definitely run through all these mangoes this summer. So stay tuned because we will be processing all of these. And then they had the 40-pound boxes of organic bananas. Now these are super ripe, but they had these for $9.99 a box. So of course I got a case of 40. I have at times gotten 80 pounds at a time to either run through the freeze dryer or freeze for smoothies. So we will just eat all of these we can and go from there with them. I might end up freezing some of these. That is good. I'll skip this. I'll tell you about this here in a minute. Then they had packs of blackberries for $1.99 a pack. These are 6 ounces. And then they had this flat of strawberries for $9.99. Now, an unexpected thing happened is while I was there loading up my loot. Oh, and I got these bags of pears were also $1.99, so I got 9 pounds of pears here. And then, so my total for my mango deal and my 40 pounds of bananas and my 9 pounds of pears and my 12 packs of blackberries and my whole flat of strawberries, I believe this is 8 pounds of strawberries, was $38.27, including tax. Now, while I was loading, a friend of mine came over and ended up just giving me, look at what this is. Ta-da! I feel like we should have drum roll, please. A whole other flat of pears. Look at this, isn't this great? Whole lovely thing of pears. What do these say? Okay, beautiful pears, and there's 2 layers here. So these are fancy pears. So I take pears from friends. That was very nice. Now, they were joking with me and saying they wanted me to can all these pears. But Mama don't have time to can right now. I got some other projects going on. We will have some canning coming up, but these pears probably won't be here in a few weeks when I'm able to get in some canning days. So my plan is that we will also freeze dry these pears. Freeze drying fruit deals is a fantastic way to preserve your fruit, especially if you don't have time to do any canning. And if you're interested in freeze drying right now for the month of May, Harvest Right is offering up to $500 off their fantastic freeze dryers. If you're interested, I have my link down in the description below. You can click through and see all of their fantastic savings going on in May. So coming up, we are also going to freeze dry all of these pears for healthy snacks on the go for my kiddos this summer. Now these blackberries, they're going to be gone here within the week. The strawberries are definitely already gone, although I have freeze-dried strawberries, especially when I've gotten these big, I've gotten deals there before at like 50 cents a pound, 99 cents a pound, especially that 50 cents a pound deal. We did freeze-dry strawberries, and I've also freeze-dried raspberries. Okay, and so you can see here we have some freeze-dried strawberries, which my toddler loves these also. We have some freeze-dried blackberries and some freeze-dried raspberries. And then down here, now this oatmeal doesn't really live here. This was, I think, a miscommunication. We have some freeze-dried apples that I did in recent months. We do have some new mango. We have 1.5 jars of mango. I did this about 2 months ago, but believe me, we run through some mango. And then that apples. Let me just reorganize my cabinet. You know what happened? We took freeze-dried fruit on vacation, and whenever we put some stuff away, that's how the oatmeal ended up in here. It's all making sense now. I think some things got out of order, and back there you can see one of the holes from the forklift that put a hole through my hutch when it was delivered, but that is okay. Okay, there we go. So I like to keep the fruit we're currently working through right here for easy access. Whoops, I almost lost one of my little chicken mamas there. Anyway, this is how our freeze-dried fruit is looking, and then I also keep a sampling of various canned items that I'll use in the coming weeks up here as well. And then we have a nice, someone got a smudge mark on Mama's cabinet. You know, nobody did that. We don't know who did that. That's okay. But this cabinet is working out really, really nice here. Let's see how many of these 40 pounds of bananas we can get in here. Hey Mom, I need a bedtime snack. You know what my answer's gonna be. So thank you friends for hanging out with me and watching my healthy large family grocery shopping haul, where we went through all of my Azure standard order and we stocked up on all of these organic fresh fruits from my local fresh fruit source. Coming up, we're going to be freeze drying all of these mangoes and freeze dry all those pears. And I think we'll also end up freeze drying some bananas, but that's good. And you know, the cool thing with freeze drying is a lot of these fresh organic fruits, my whole posse of kiddos will eat this summer, especially on our many, many upcoming lake days and pool days and field trips and other adventures. But the really cool thing is, using your Harvest Right freeze dryer, you can seal your fruits, your vegetables, your leftovers, your meals, your meats, your milk, your eggs. So many wonderful food products. You can seal them and they will be shelf stable for up to 30 years. So you can literally Save your leftovers for 30 years, or even your good deal on mangoes. It allows you to stock up and save on any of these amazing grocery deals that you come along in your area, or if you take a field trip down here to the Shenandoah Valley and go into the John Henry General Store yourself, or get good deals with your Azure order. Anywhere you get your good deals, you'll be able to stock up and save even more when you have a Harvest Right freeze dryer as well. So again, if you're interested in that, just click my link in the description below and you'll see that savings. Thank you for hanging out with me and for watching all this food. Now we got a lot of massive food preservation coming up, more garden projects coming, more freezer meals coming. We need to fill some more food storage buckets. Okay, I'll see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye-bye.